Hello and welcome to Regiments. We are kicking off Operation Doctrinal Approach from the new Second Wave DLC. This is going to cover an East German motorized rifle regiment. We have some of the new company formations here with BMP riflemen and BTR 70 riflemen. So these are much bigger formations than the platoon standard regiments. We also have some older T-55 tanks, and I called in a platoon of T-72 tanks to give us some heavier armor support. Now, this is the first time I played through this operation, so I'm not sure exactly what we're getting into. Looking at the options we have here, supplies disrupted might be a good one for the first battle because everyone's already fully supplied. So I might go with that one off the bat and just get it out of the way. All right, so this is a pretty straightforward map. We need to basically push up the middle and capture one of these to next stage zones. The only card in play here is supplies disrupted, so we're not going to get our reinforcement. It's a night battle, so we've got artillery illumination. We also have smoke to smoke off our approach and an artillery barrage. I'm going to deploy companies here and here to get a lot of mass moving forward. Send some recon units forward to get some good sight on the battlefield. And I've got artillery I've called in as well. So when we do locate some enemies, we can hopefully get them taken care of pretty quickly. I'm going to speed this up until we start to make contact. One thing to be wary of with the companies is that you cannot command them as finely as you can your platoons. They're going to be a little tougher to control, tougher to keep them in cover and utilize them the best you can. So far, we're moving up to Bravo. Haven't seen anything yet. So I'm going to send our first BMP company straight in. Going to move up this anti-tank company. All right, now we are facing some attacks here. We are putting quite a bit of fire on them. And so far, I'm leaving my infantrymen embarked. What do we got here? Just the Lukes. They're a very weak unit. I don't think we have to worry about that at all. So now we're going to disembark. We're going to get these infantry out of their vehicles. There we go. Let's hold up our infantry. I'm calling in the Gvozdika. Start dropping some fire on these Jaeger units. These are pretty solid units they're fighting us with here. And we have a counterattack on this flank. So who can I call in? I have no one to call in. Let's get our anti-tank unit moving over. Now I'm hoping to see our artillery. There we go. We already lost one platoon of our company of infantry there. These are Leopard 1s. I think we should be able to hold this flank without too much difficulty. And we've got, we already got the anti-tank unit there. I think we can hold. Is our mortar in range? Yes, our mortar is firing. Let's get this BTR company moving up. And yeah, we fought off this counterattack. I'm going to pull back the PT-76s. Let's get this HQ unit a little closer and hopefully get some more effectiveness out of the units we have here. There we go. These Panzer Grenadiers are almost done. There's not a lot left to them. And I'm going to pull this BMP company back while they're still alive. Now these are just BTRs, so they are, and there is enemy air. Now I've got our artillery firing at this M113 unit. Hopefully this keeps them suppressed. There we go. We've got that one covered. And calling that company off gave us quite a few deployment points. Once those refill. So yep, now that company is pulling out, and we'll have Bravo. I'm wondering where that counterattack came from. A little nervous that they're going to come from this side where I don't have anything positioned. So I'm going to put a recon unit over here, just so that I can see if they're coming. Let's get these T-72s moving up. I will put my HQ unit in cover here. And maybe move this recon unit up to where we can hopefully see toward Charlie. So now we're moving forward. Let's get that mortar moved up. Let's move the Kaposka up as well. But I probably don't need to. I just want to keep it closer to my forces so I'm less likely to be surprised. There we go. And we have some tanks coming in through here. So let's get those T-72s over in firing range. We should have this artillery barrage coming in fairly shortly. We lost the BRDM-2s, not too worried about it. Who can I call up? Let's send the fire support guys over here. Maybe they can take on the mortar team. And I think this Luke's isn't going to last much longer. They're taking a lot of losses. We're melting through these Leopard 1s. And once we take care of this Leopard 1, which should not be much longer now that we've got anti-tank missiles, we've got T-72s on them. Once they bail, I'm going to send the T-72s after these mortars. I'm actually going to do that right now. Their concourse is running low on ammo. So I'll let them retreat for now. And let's move this BTR company up. Alright, I do need some anti-air. I think I have a... Oh, my Shilkas and Strellas are 75 points. That's gonna hurt. Let's pull the T-72s back. Because that is a pretty sizable force we're facing in front of Charlie. Let's see, 94 points. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Yeah, I'm going to pull these T-72s back. Let's get these T-55s pulling back as well. $200 points. A whole company of BMPs should be good for their ATGMs. No, I'm not going to smoke for now, because part of my strategy relies on me being able to put a lot of fire forward on them. And I don't want to lose that. Now, I wonder if this guy's going to get resupplied because we have that supply depot issue for our card. I'm not sure what the limitation is there. Now, it seems like we've got quite a few reinforcements as I look at our order of battle on the first screen there. So I'm not too afraid of casualties. Just given the name of the operation, I would say is the Doctrinal Approach. And this fire support team, I'm going to have to pull them out. They just do not have enough mass to hold up. Gvozdika's out of ammo, so I'm going to pull that one back. Wish I had more support to call in. Let's pull this company out. And maybe wait for this counterattack and make a stand at Bravo. I think that's the best option right now. I'm actually going to call in some anti-air. They have hit me with some airstrikes. I'm assuming there's going to be another. Highly doubt that was one and done. So now that we're dug in, or we're getting dug in Bravo, I'm sure they're going to come at us again. Once this refills, I think we're going to call in that rifleman company. And that should give me quite a few troops to start the next push on Charlie. Actually, wouldn't be a bad time for a recon unit either. Help get some eyes on them moving around. See how I can plan that next attack. I should have enough support points by that time for artillery smoke and an artillery barrage. Eight and a half minutes. Think we're still in an okay spot. I don't really know how fast I need to push through this operation. But being the first phase, I'm more concerned with just getting a foothold. Let's call in some better T-55 tanks. It's not saying a lot, but it's what we've got. This PT-76 is a recon unit, but it's not great. It has probably just, I think, just better, slightly better vision than a regular tank. So now we've got fresh units. We have support points. I think we're in good shape to launch another attack. And I'm going to do some illumination. Hopefully that helps see what's going on up ahead. Let's keep everyone moving up together. Make sure we have the maximum amount of firepower possible. I'm actually going to leave those T-55s behind in case there's some kind of counterattack. There we go. All right, they surprised us a little bit. I don't think I have any artillery right now. Nope. So we are just going to punch through. Let's actually smoke this off. Good, we're suppressing the planes. Which hopefully means they're not as there we go. I was going to say not as effective. But that has not gone as planned. Maybe they might have been more effective even if we didn't suppress them. But now we do have artillery hitting this infantry unit. So hopefully they're fully suppressed and we can get our BMPs into this town. Let's remount these infantry and get them moving to take Charlie. I want them in cover. The ATGMs on the BMPs is a difference maker with these companies. The units individually are weaker, but having that combined capability there makes a huge difference. So let's post up in these woods. Maybe drop some smoke while we get situated. And for 75 points, I think that's worth a mortar.
5 minutes remaining.
Hopefully with that, we have them smoked off. That's going to make them move. We have what I think would be superior units here. And I lost the HQ platoon. So are these guys going to retreat? Are they going to just do their own thing? Yes, they are going to retreat. We've got a BMP 1K here that's getting hit. I'm not a fan of that. Let's make sure we retreat the Strela as well. And we kind of walked right into this one. That is a lot of troops we're up against. And these are some Leopard 2s now. So it's going to get a little trickier. This unit has an ATGM, but I don't think it's enough to stand up against everything they're facing solo. Let's make sure we're illuminated. And I'm probably going to have to pull this HQ unit out. Pull everything out, honestly. Let's get this BMP company out as well. They just have a lot of tanks dug in there, and I don't think I have enough to punch through right now. So looking at where we are, it's going to be a challenge to hold Bravo. I'm going to pull back to this wood line, hopefully get a little more cover. 3 minutes left. I haven't made as much progress as I would have liked in this first stage. And I think all the victory points in this one are really in stage 2. So I think it makes sense to get through as quick as you can. I'm thinking about trying to skirt around the outside and capture this point, because they're not linked. So, but I don't know if that would just expose me unnecessarily. I am sure I'll find the answer to that soon enough. And let's see, this BTR is not heavily armed. Do I want to pull these T-55s back? Maybe. Hopefully they can destroy this Fuchs pretty quickly. Yeah, time to pull back. They are too vulnerable out in the open like that. Now, I think once I get all 3 of these companies in here, the numbers are just going to be way too far in my favor for the West Germans to compete. I don't think they'll be able to stand up to that. And this fire support unit is doing pretty well holding out in this town. They're moving forward with the Lukes. Not a very strong unit. I guess that one's got an autocannon. Still lightly armored. Shouldn't be able to hold up against my tanks at all. If they hit.
1 minute remaining.
So we just need to keep moving these companies forward. One minute, 100 points. Let's call on Estrella. I don't want to get surprised by an airstrike. There we go. This martyr unit's going down. That's a lot of mortar fire. I guess it's a 6-unit platoon, so the fire is going to be a little more dense than usual. All right, they're pulling back. Let's keep rolling. I guess doesn't make much difference now with 6 seconds. And what do you know? Narrowly avoided that airstrike. We actually lost more vehicles, took a lot more casualties than they did in that one. I think that's probably due to our use of the companies, which can't control as finely, lower quality units in general too. So these are going to be expensive to replace. I was hoping the replacement costs would be a little cheaper. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So we'll probably put, I'd say, all of our points toward replacements next time, and maybe have enough to get some more deployment points. Not sure how that's going to go. All right, thanks again for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series. I'm excited to get this one going, and have a good one.